Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane. Today we're having a look at Tezos. Before we get this video started, allow me to declare this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. Now, Tezos is an open source proof-of-stake blockchain network that offers peer-to-peer transactions via its native XTZ cryptocurrency called Tezos, through its decentralized platform by deploying smart contracts. Now, the Tezos blockchain also facilitates building of decentralized applications, also known as dApps, and is seen as a potential competitor to Ethereum, which means that it's also a competitor to platforms such as Solana, and other platforms such as Cardano. Now, Tezos has the biggest initial coin offering of its ICO of all time, raising $232 million. Now, the current price per Tezos token is $7.25. But quite impressively, in the last 24 hours alone, Tezos has gone up over 16% in its market capitalization and in its price. Now, this is quite interesting because everyone who knows about Tezos, we obviously know that Tezos does not have a small supply of coin. In its circulating supply alone, there's 859 million coins in circulating supply for Tezos. And quite impressively, Tezos has been doing really well in the last month alone. At some stages, the price was actually at $3.29, so the price have actually doubled in the last month alone. Now, what else can we learn about Tezos? What are the problems that Tezos are trying to solve? Now, most first-generation blockchain networks such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, they suffer from certain limitations that developers can only fix through significant upgrades in order to address network issues, such as scaling and security. Sometimes a hard fork may present the only solution or opportunity, which can cause disruption and community division, as we've seen with such as Bitcoin Cash. Now, the Tezos blockchain XTZ solves this problem by functioning as a self-amending blockchain network, which has made it one of the most promising projects in the space. Now, these issues surrounding the decentralized networks have been a concern for blockchain communities since they have continued to devise based on different views to how projects ought to move forward. To address that, XTZ implements a system where users can vote important network changes that can implement themselves without the need for a hard fork. But while the project looks promising, it has its own share of controversy as well. Now, the Bitcoin network, for example, is one of the biggest case studies in support of the platform's objective. As you can see today, the lack of consensus amongst its own community as how it should be progress in addressing the problems of the blockchain has held the difference and division. Not only developers get caught in the middle, but also coin holders, as Discord affects the aspect prices. So obviously, forking happens when a platform cannot adapt to such modifications or mesh them together all at once. A separation network composed of new community has to be created. Then they began rebuilding a new set of protocol on top of a different version of the parent chain with the modification they had in mind. So forking is always an interesting way to evolve a blockchain, such as Bitcoin Cash. And a lot of people who help to make the divide in the blockchain, in the Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash ecosystem. A lot of these people actually believe that Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. They believe it's the true vision of Bitcoin. And it's the same thing that goes for other forks of Bitcoin, such as Bitcoin SV, Satoshi's vision. Bitcoin SV creators, they believe that Bitcoin is the real vision of Satoshi Nakamoto Bitcoin, which is strange because if it was, why didn't Satoshi build Bitcoin SV? Now, Tezos is capable of facilitating as much as 40 transactions per second. This is much higher than the TPS achieved by Bitcoin and Ethereum. But this is also nothing compared to what Solana can do. Solana can process over 30,000 transactions per second, rumored up to be 50,000 transactions per second. But of course, earlier I did say that Tezos is technically very similar to Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and the list goes on. So if you're wondering why am I comparing the two, that's the main reason why. Now Tezos at its current price, sitting at $7.26. The last time Tezos was at any price close to this was back in May. And that was earlier this year. And the price of Tezos was actually really close to $8. Now after May, the market actually went into a bit of a downfall. I remember specifically back in June and July, the market was in a tricky position because it actually went down in volume, and towards the end of July, you can see that the market slowly started to tick back up, but it was really in August where you saw a lot of impressive movements in the market. On average, the gains in August alone was up 40% in all cryptocurrencies. You compare that with June or July, which in sometimes it was actually in the minus, like minus 13, because the price was going down, so no one was gaining a lot in the crypto market. People were actually losing. But it was actually a good time to buy. But in and around August, that was some of the best time for people to make their profit. But we're actually seeing that we're in September now. It's a new month. We're almost halfway in September. And the question is, where will the price go from here? Now, to be honest, I think we're looking at $8 for a target price. I don't think we can be too optimistic and say like $9 or $10. We can look for $8 as a target price. And this is actually for September. Now, this is not a big price prediction in any way. I think in this way, we're actually being quite conservative. We're actually being quite modest. We're actually being quite sensible, not raising the price too much to like $9. That would be incredible if Tezos hit $9 before the end of September. But let's focus on Tezos achieving $8 first, and then we can discuss whether or not Tezos can actually achieve $9 before the end of the year. But if by some miracle Tezos does achieve $9 before the end of the year, like say next month, then we can start predicting if Tezos has a chance to achieve $10 before the end of the year. And that's what we're going to do. That's going to be my next video. So thank you for watching. Let me know, is there anything I missed in this video? Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and of course, I will see you in my next video.